Hey guys, welcome back to Standard Time. Today's topic, this watch. Invicta Pro Diver 89206. I think I've got that wrong. You're gonna see it down here. So essentially, bought this off eBay, used. It's a 2018 piece, and I put on this olive green NATO strap. Now let's talk Invicta controversy. What do you know about it?
So you only have to spend 5 minutes on YouTube researching Invicta to find all the controversies there are. There are a lot of people against and a lot of people for this Pro Invicta. So it's an actual war that it's happening on YouTube.
Yeah, and we're right in the middle of it now with this.
We have opinions. Yeah. I'm taking the against side of it.
So the negative narrative.
The negative narrative of the Invicta. And there are 4 points that most people talk about.
Yeah.
There's Invicta prices. There's the quality control of Invicta. There's the water resistant, and there's
Homage.
Homage, exactly. So
is it a Homage ripoff? Copying Rolex Submariner.
Taking the Homage, it's very, very similar to a Rolex Submariner.
Yes.
And when you introduce the Homage conversation to the watch world, most people, I guess people who own
very
Rolexes,
opinionated.
Yeah, the people are very opinionated about it, and they should be, because it's like bordering the line of fake or not fake.
Well, I don't know if it's bordering that line, but I'd say it's bordering the line of intellectual property.
Yeah, exactly, because design is intellectual property, exactly. So yeah, there's a discussion about that. Quality control, you just have to scour forums,
Facebook.
and you will see like hands of the crystals.
Yeah, I think you recently showed me a picture after getting this piece of an Invicta with the seconds hand that had fallen off inside the dial.
Exactly. And with that, we can say that it's because the price is also a bit down, but that's only the case with some pieces, because Invicta also pushes. They
have a lot of horrible watches.
Yes, and these are like expensive watches, which is like, what? Why? It's horrible. Nobody would buy it.
And the sizes, some of the sizes.
Yeah, like it's just huge, ostentatious.
We're not talking about the recent 1953 release. That's a topic on its own. So everything we state is not regarding that piece. So
yes.
It's about previous Invictas.
It's talking more about like their take on like what on fashion, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the most popular one until recent.
Yes.
And so this is based on the Submariner, 40mm case size. Looks pretty much just like a Submariner.
A lot of people could mistake it for a Submariner.
Has an NH35, so it's good movement, Seiko movement.
Yeah, exactly.
And respectable. It retails about $90 euros, depending where you are. But I bought this for half that, 47. And I just saw it, and I didn't even know when it was from. I was like, okay, I'm getting this because bid was ending,
exactly. I think. So like, we really suggest you guys go into eBay and like research those deals, because you can get amazing deals there.
I mean, this has a lot of flaws. I mean, it's 2 years old. It's got a bunch of scratches all over the bracelet, and it's got some tiny chips on the crystal, like as if you'd taken a needle and poked at it. So it's not too bad. Yeah.
You will find this information on our Invicta review, which is coming
on the unboxing and the first experience of this piece,
and the review as well.
Yeah,
which is coming up. But we've now spoken about what the bad size, or like what the bad side of Infinity
the controversial ideas. So let's hit them one by one. So let's
hit the good ones. Why do you think people?
Why do people really like it? Anyone that wants a Submariner that cannot afford a Submariner, this pretty much does the job, honestly. It looks very identical. It's not a bad construction, actually. I expected it to be quite shabby in person. And so I was not... I didn't go in with high expectations, but that's the reason this kind of blew me away. Because of, number one, let's look at the bezel. So it's a coin edge Submariner styled bezel. And it's solid. You hear that? That's beautiful.
Ooh. That is also in comparison to what the Seiko one is.
It takes a lot of force to turn, 120 clicks, and there's not that much play.
Yeah, in comparison also to like the one I have. Of course, I really like this one because I don't actually own many other watches with bezels, so I don't get to experience what a good bezel is.
Yeah.
But this really blew me away.
Not much play, and it's solid. It's hard to turn. Makes satisfying click. The bezel is great. The construction on that is fantastic. Okay, now if we get into the dial, what do you think of the dial?
Dial is very Rolex Submariner, but it's a great design.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why the Rolex Submariner is a great watch, because overall it's
classic design. It's lasted years. It will last many more. So it does take. So now we're getting into the Homage area. Now it's very opinionated. Now I'm happy that this Invicta says Invicta on the dial, and it has its own weird emblem, which is stuck on it, and the second hand also has that kind of emblem in the counterbalance. So if you looked at it for more than 2 seconds, you'd know it was not.
Okay, this is not a Submariner. Yes.
Yeah. So and another thing that they do is they engrave Invicta in fairly large font across the side of the case.
Okay.
I like that. So many people complain about it. I didn't like the idea of it when I saw it in pictures. It looks so much deeper and more gaudy in a picture, but it's actually quite subtle in person. And I like that it's not trying to exactly replicate a Submariner.
Okay. So it's not trying to pass a Submariner.
It's trying to pass as a Submariner, but it's not trying to fake it.
Okay.
So it is a blatant homage.
Okay.
And I think I'm okay with this. What about you?
So I think I'm personally okay with it, but that's the thing. I would not own a Submariner, and that's why I guess I would not own a Submariner Homage. Exactly.
You know, I was actually toying with the idea of maybe sometime in the future, if I get a Submariner, would I still have this on the side? It's a funny idea, but anyways. So should we go to the water resistant issue?
Yeah, let's talk about the water resistant issue. So 50 meters. No, 200.
200
meters water resistant. That's
screw down crown. But the complaints and the complaints and the complaints and the videos complaining about this issue on the internet are intense. So everyone that seems to buy this piece, this is my take, knows nothing about watches. They buy it because they think it's a Rolex. Well, it looks like a Rolex, just like people want to put out certain images.
So that's the thing. I can see how some of the market is that. Some of the market is just people who see Rolexes and they just say, okay, this is something that looks very, very similar. I'm just going to get it and I'm going to passes it off as a Rolex, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
it's that, and also YouTubers who also just really appreciate the piece, because in YouTube you see a lot of the watch guys who just really, really like the piece or absolutely hate it.
True. But regarding the water resistance issue, I think that 90+% of the people that complain of water getting inside or the crystal fogging up, there being moisture inside the watch, I think the issue stems from the fact that the people are not watch enthusiasts and don't know what a screw-down crown is.
Okay.
Now, evidence to this fact, when I received this and I opened it for the first time, the crown was not screwed in.
Okay.
So I feel like that's enough to prove that the majority of people that buy this do not use the screw-down crown properly.
So I can see how that's one of the that could be a huge problem, because a lot of people, you can just go into Amazon reviews, you'll just scroll down and you'll see a lot of people saying, oh yeah, this watch stopped running after 3 days of not wearing it. I was like, it's an automatic watch, what do you expect? Yes, so you see there exist these kind of people, but I can also see from the
I'm sorry.
We were also speaking about quality control, so there could be an issue there, or I can see how
yeah, the hands falling off, that is quality control. I'm not gonna blame that on people not knowing what watches are, but okay, perhaps that is true. So you see,
so there's two sides to the coin. So some people can be or or just quality controls from Invicta side.
But in terms of the movement, NH35, I think the movement is solid regardless, right?
Yeah, regardless, it's quite a solid piece.
When it comes to quality control, I think you kind of mean alignment issues.
Yes. A quality control.
This one is perfectly aligned.
That's nice.
But there was another issue which I'll probably get to in a different video regarding the crown.
Okay,
but that was I don't think that's to do with quality control. So we covered water resistance, the idea of it being a homage. What were they?
So cost,
yeah. How they inflate their prices, or
so like some Invicta as a brand, some of their pieces are very inflated.
True.
Yeah, but like those are the gaudy watches which I...
And also they have this stupid pricing idea where they list the piece for like $700, and then they supply you with that tag in the box, so you just feel so much better about yourself having snagged the deal for about 1/10 of the price. These sell for under $100 pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're trying with this. At least it seems to be working in some capacity, but that's stupid, first of all. And that's to do with, I think, I don't know, some guy at Invicta was like, I have the genius idea. We're going to mark it up to 700 and we're going to sell this so many watches. So yeah, that person's clueless. But apart from that, getting back to the watch, water resistance, homage.
So like this is a
price.
Yeah. So this is a very controversial watch. Tell us guys what you think on the comments down below. Go check out our Instagram, our website.
At Standard Time Insta, at standardtimeinsta.com.
And yeah.
Let us know what you think about this piece. I mean, I'm sure some of you really hate this piece and would never ever put it on your wrist. I think I was part of that group for about 2 years, 2 years ago.
Yeah. So that's also a very interesting conversation. Like, have you grown to love the piece, or your hate just continues on?
Yeah, let us know. And personally, you would not get it.
Yeah,
so he wouldn't get it. I did get it used.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
what would you do? Thanks
See you
for
guys
watching.
next time.